Hey y'all, this is Brooke Porch from South Jersey, hashtag Queen for Life. So I just wanted to I have like my phone rigged up here just a little bit. I just wanted to come on. Yesterday I had you guys vote and I didn't get a chance. I had a few snags to get on last night, but you guys voted for the #1 keto tip. So here I am. It's my opinion, the #1 keto tip anyway. So if you are watching me live, drop a 1 below. If you're catching me on the replay, hashtag replay. And I am so sorry I missed you. If you are new, please drop new below. And I would love to know where you guys are all coming in from. So I started my keto journey last year because I was just tired of not feeling good. I enjoy eating keto. I feel amazing while I'm eating keto. I take a few supplements. There's just so many great things about it. And so I wanted to kind of tell you about this my #1 tip that I get so many times that people are like, I'm stalled, I'm not losing weight, I'm doing something wrong. And I'm like, well, tell me what you ate. Like, give me a list of maybe 3 or 4 days of what you ate, right? I'm sorry there's a little glare on my glasses. I can't help it. I had to take my contacts out for a bit. So they'll go through and they'll tell me, and hey, Sammy from UK, if you hit the bottom left share button, I would love for you to share this out and I will give you a full name shout out. So I've learned a lot of times that people are like, hey, Brandy, oh, I'm not sure, I'm doing something wrong. And then they'll tell me, like I said, and we'll figure it out. So basically it's almost always hidden ingredients. A lot of people, what happens is they're like, well, I'm eating organic, natural peanut butter, right? And I'm like, I don't know about that, right? So I asked them what's in the back and they say, oh, well, it's peanuts and, oh, wait, they'll say there's 8 grams of carbs, but there's 2 fiber. And then you subtract that, which is right if you're doing the macros. But the problem is when you actually look in the ingredients, there is sugar. Now, you should not be eating straight up sugar if you're on keto unless you're cheating, okay? If you're trying to be strict, you should not be having sugar. So thank you, Heather Tucker, for sharing. So this is a creamy peanut butter from Wesley Farms, right? I use this for my children. I sometimes use my peanut butter for them. It just depends what kind of mood I'm in. A lot of people are like, I have Jif, I have this. And it says 8 grams of carbs and 2 dietary fiber. So they would say 6 grams per 2 tablespoons, right? Well, a lot of people don't want to waste their carbs on that anyway, but they will do it at the end of the night to get their fats in. Well, this has sugar. So what my #1 tip is do the flip. I did another video on this before that went over lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of sneaky ingredients, right? We're not going to do a ton of sneaky ingredients. I'm just going to go over it a little bit with you. So what you need to do is you are not looking in the actual percentages. You do not want to see how many grams of something are in it. Yes, if you want to look at that, that's fine. But the most important thing is actual ingredients. So you want to flip over what you're looking at and you're going to look, and in the ingredients in this one, it says roasted peanuts, sugar as a second ingredient, hydrogenated vegetable oil, which is inflammatory, and cottonseed oil and soy oil, and then salt. So this is no bueno, not keto. So then you're going to go to the peanut butter that I eat. And if you're wondering what I put this on, I will put it on lots of different things. I use it in fat bombs a lot. I actually really like this one on celery. So what this one has in it, it's called Smucker's Natural Peanut Butter Creamy. They do have a chunky. What the back of the ingredients actually says is peanuts and salt. That's the only thing that's in it. It has carb content because they're peanuts, they're legumes, they're beans, you know what I mean? So you're going to have carbs, and then they're going to have fiber that you can subtract. I personally don't count my macros. I do know how. I researched and did that in the beginning, but I don't I take a supplement that I don't need to count macros, but I do make sure I eat all keto-friendly foods when I'm not having a treat. So the peanut butter, peanuts, and salt. That's all that should be in your peanut butter. Or almond butter is totally fine, Maria. Almonds and salt. You should not have any other ingredients. Okay? Let's see. So then we're going to go to something that a lot of people use in the, unfortunately, they'll see in keto menus, and they'll say, or keto recipes, and it'll say ranch seasoning. So the Hidden Valley Dip Ranch. Now, if you're strict keto, you do not want this, and I will tell you why in a second. We're going to do the flip. That's the #1 keto tip. Doing the flip, right? So you can make your own ranch, but the one from Hidden Valley, if you're not strict keto, that's fine. But the very first ingredient is the hugest no-no in keto, maltodextrin. It spikes your blood sugar just as much as what sugar does. It's a filler. It's in almonds sometimes. It's in nuts. It's in so many things. It's in shredded cheese. It's in all kinds of stuff. So the maltodextrin is the #1 ingredient. No, it's a no. And then you'd be surprised to know there's salt, monosodium glutamate, onion, spices, garlic, modified food starch. Not keto, right? Hi everyone for jumping on. If you want to tap my face and hit the follow button in the bottom left corner. I try to give as much valuable content as I can, and then please share this out so all our keto friends can learn. And then next is calcium stearate and natural flavor, and then milk and soy. So we have maltodextrin and cornstarch. Not good. Not keto. Okay, so you just want to, you can go on Pinterest, you can go on if you guys are in that group that I'm in, there's plenty of recipes in there that you can look up the ranch seasoning mix, and it's super easy, you guys. It's very easy. You just make a huge thing and you put it in a Tupperware dish, just like the taco seasoning. You want to make your own taco seasoning because all the taco seasoning has maltodextrin and sugar. Yes, I said sugar. So almonds, Blue Diamond, these are my all-time favorite salt and vinegar. So these ones, they have almonds, vegetable oil, which is not the best, but it's very hard to find almonds without the vegetable oil. Hey, Steph. Hey, Tim. And then it has dextrose. What is dextrose? Do you guys know? Can you drop it below? I know some people actually don't know this. And then lactose and malic acid. And that is all that's in these. It says carbohydrates 5, dietary fiber 3. So it's only going to be 2 grams of fiber, or 2 grams of carb for 28 nuts, right? Exactly. It's sugar. Dextrose is sugar. So they do add a little bit of sugar in here. Now, I actually do eat these. I am not super strict keto. I'm lazy keto, which means I don't count anything, like I said earlier, and I am a little lax with my stuff, but I do not eat shredded cheeses and stuff like that with the potato starch in them. I'm not that bad. But these almonds, the second to last ingredient says dextrose, and then when you look, it says 2 grams of sugar. So there's a little bit of dextrose in there to keep, it gives it like a little, I don't even know why they put it in there, to be honest. They probably could do without. It's salt and vinegar. So it's totally up to you. The Blue Diamond almonds that are plain with no seasoning, they're just salted, do not have that in them. So you can get them and they don't have the maltodextrin. What cheeses do I eat, Colette? I do like cheddar cheeses. I love feta. I like, let me think, some of my favorites. I mean, I do American on my omelets. I do Fontina. I do Asiago. Basically, I don't get shredded cheeses. Like in the bag, the shredded cheese, like for salads and stuff, I get block cheeses and I shred it myself. It takes a minute or two. If you get the shredded cheeses, they have potato starch or maltodextrin or something anti-caking agent in there so the cheese doesn't stick together. And you might as well eat a potato. Like, why even, you're making this salad and trying to be keto, and then you put this cheese in there just because you don't want to take an extra 10 seconds. It's crazy. And people don't realize. So, I mean, you mind, yes, you shred your own. Awesome. So this, I got a cauliflower pizza crust from ShopRite. And I was looking for keto-friendly pizza sauce. So I found this is actually just a ShopRite brand. It says pizza sauce, nothing fancy. So I plan to make this. I'm going to season it up, put lots of adobo and garlic and onion because I like flavor in my food. And this says 5 grams of carbs, 1 dietary fiber, and 2 sugars, right? But that's why I tell you not to look at the percentages and the grams. Because if you look in the ingredients, it says 2 sugars, but there's no sugar added. And that's because the sugar is coming from the tomato. And it's natural sugars. So that's totally okay. You're just going to go by the carb content if you're counting. So it's 5 minus 1. So it's 4 grams of carbs for 1/4 cup. And you're going to make a whole pizza. And then you're only going to have what's on your slice. So it's not a big deal, right? So this ingredients, the only ingredients are tricalcium phosphate. Yes, that's, I'm 98% sure that's okay. I can look it up for you after. Tomato, these are the ingredients. So that's why I said do the flip, read the actual ingredients. Let me see if it will focus in for you guys. Hey, Jamie. Ingredients. So this is what I say. You can look at this, but it says sugar, 2 grams, but there's no added sugar because it's in the tomato. So the only thing in here is tomato puree, soybean oil, salt, spices, dehydrated garlic, and parsley flakes. So some people are super strict about the soybean oil because some people believe they tell you that if you have too much of those, it's not a healthy fat, that it inflames you. But if you want to make your own tomato sauce, you can. I'm going to eat the pizza sauce in the jar that has no added sugar. That's my preference. And then I use this mayo, the Hellmann's olive oil mayonnaise dressing. And I use very little of this. The only time I actually use mayonnaise, I feel like, is when I'm making deviled eggs. I don't eat sandwiches or anything anymore, so I don't really need it too often. And this one does have, let's see, this one has potato starch and sugar actually in this one, and it's in the bottom. So that's why I say, let's see, total carb says less than 1 gram. So normally you'd be like, oh yeah, can I get chicken wings if fried in soybean oil? I mean, yeah, it's considered keto. But what happens is it depends what type of keto you are, because some people are super strict with their oils as well, because you want the healthy fats. So some of the oils are not as healthy for you. So if you want to pick a healthier oil to fry them in, that would be best. Hey, Regina. If you do the flip, like I said, it's less than 1 gram of carb and it does not say any sugar. So you think, oh, that's awesome, right? Well, then it has, like I said, it has modified potato starch. It has sugar and what else? Soybean oil, which some people are okay with that and some aren't. So that's super important. So, Bob, so depending on how you feel about your keto ingredients, everyone is completely different. No one is wrong. It's your decision on what you want to do. I just am telling you the most important thing is to do the flip, because you want to look at the actual ingredients. It does not matter how many grams, just the ingredients. It's super important. And then we're going on to another thing that's a little bit surprising to me because I didn't know. If you're getting value from this, please tap my face and hit the bottom left follow so that you see my videos, and share this out. Thank you very much. So the next thing is Worcestershire sauce. I think that's how you say it. Worcestershire sauce. I never know how to say this. It is very important, right, Tracy? So I absolutely love this mixed in, like when you're making meatloaf and stuff like that, that you can actually make meatloaf, yes, and you just use almond flour. This says only 1 gram of carb and 1 gram of sugar, right? So people are probably like, oh, well, I'm just putting a little bit in my food, right? Well, The ingredients are white vinegar, ingredients, not grams, molasses, and sugar are the first three ingredients. Molasses and sugar are the second and third ingredient. So even though it says only 1 gram of sugar and 1 carb, you might as well just pour sugar on your food. That's up to you if you want to use this or not. I'm just telling you, if you want to go in the grocery store and figure out what you're doing, just flip it and then you decide. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to tell you what kind of keto to eat. I'm just here to help you learn. I am all about education. I am a nurse and I care about education the most. So molasses and sugar is a no bueno. So I don't know how many it's 37 people on here. I don't know how many. You guys must have questions. Please drop the questions below. I will answer them for you. The other thing is, let's see, everybody wants to know about diet sodas. So they're like, well, can I have diet Pepsi? Can I have Diet Coke? Can I have Diet Dr. Pepper? Well, that's also a preference, just like I said. You just need to know how to research and look for yourself what's in it. So most diet sodas have aspartame, which is not good for you at all, or sucralose, which is a little bit better, but it's not amazing. But the aspartame, I would say, is probably like the worst for you. I have seen articles where it has been known to cause cancer. So not only is it like not good for you in that way, it's not really considered keto because you don't want to do artificial sweeteners if you can stay away from it. Zevia, I've heard, is very amazing. Soda is bad for your health. Yes, pretty much. It's nice for a treat once in a while, but you should not be drinking it every day. Water is key. One of my big, huge mentors that I look up to tremendously, she just said yesterday her morning routine is to get up in the morning. She has a liter of water sitting next to her bed and she gets up and she chugs it in the morning to flush all the stuff out. And I was like, oh my God, that's mind blowing. Like, I try to drink as much water as I can, but I never thought to just leave it there so you wake up and drink it. So I'm going to start doing that from now on. Do any of you have any questions about keto diet in general? I get tons and tons and tons and tons and tons after the fact in my inbox or on this page. And unfortunately, what happens is sometimes I can't get back to all the comments. So if you have any questions, please inbox me would be best. Right now that I'm on live, if you drop them below, I can definitely answer them. There are a few other things about sweeteners and stuff that I wanted to tell you while I'm waiting for comments to pop up. Splenda Naturals, I am totally against. Our regular Splenda, I am totally against. Regular yellow packet Splenda. It has maltodextrin in it. I don't believe it's good for diabetics at all. I think it's awful. I think if you want a sweetener to sweeten like tea, like a homemade tea or whatever, grab the Splenda Naturals. It does not have maltodextrin in it. Or you can get, there are a few other ones that I don't really like the flavor of, so I'm not going to recommend them. They have an aftertaste. I like the Swerve, and I get Confectioner's Swerve. Because the confectioners is like powdered sugar, so you can pretty much use it in anything and it dissolves immediately and it tastes just like sugar. It does not have an aftertaste and it's all natural. It does not spike your sugar. It's considered a low glycemic index, they call it. So it means when you're on a keto diet, your blood sugar stabilize. And so if you eat something with maltodextrin or something like that in it and it spikes your blood sugar, that's when you store fat. So you don't want that. So when you're picking sugars to mix in with, if you're making coffee or if you're making fat bombs or any kind of keto desserts, or if you make brewed iced tea at home, you can mix either, I recommend Splenda Naturals or the Swerve. Thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate you. If you're getting value, please hit the share button. I so appreciate that. Let's see, questions. Yes, it's the worst. Snacks. Okay, so you're new to keto and have been seeing recipes for sweet treats, salt and sugar substitutes. Yes. Oh, perfect timing. I just went over that. Snacks. So my snacks You can do pepperoni, salami. You can make pepperoni chips. You can throw them right in the microwave and heat them up until they are hard. And then you can use them with guacamole or salsa or whatever. You can do cheese sticks. You can do, if you're at a weight loss stall, you should probably lay off the dairy for a few days and see if that helps. I make deviled eggs. I try to keep them in the fridge, or hard-boiled eggs, and I eat one of them for a snack. It's good healthy fat, and then it keeps you full. Almonds, just watch out with the almonds. Let's see, got the Duo off Amazon. Yes, monk fruit. Swerve and Truvia are good. Monk fruit is pretty amazing too. Let's see, helpful. What's the difference between coconut flour and almond flour? So they're just made from different things. The coconut flour is made from coconut and the almond flour is made from almond. I prefer almond flour flavor. I don't like coconut flavor in all my food, and I have not found a coconut flour that is flavorless. Now I do have a coconut oil that is called Neutral, and it does not have a flavor, so I cook with that a lot. Salami you can have. It is a processed meat, so just be careful with that. Let's see, no baked cheesecake. Oh, yummy. I like Swerve too. What's the difference? Oh, I told you that. Wow. Okay, so let me show you the actual coconut oil I use. I got it off Amazon. Yeah, and the coconut flour, when you're making baked goods with it and stuff, I don't like the way it makes the texture. It's weird, especially for the like 90-second bread. I'm still talking, y'all. So this is the coconut oil that I get, and I got it right off Amazon. It's called Nativia, and it's coconut oil refined organic superfood. And it's called, let's see, it says Neutral. Neutral flavor for all recipes. It's not focusing there. There we go. Neutral flavor for all recipes. So that means like you're not going to get the coconut flavor. So I use this to make my eggs in the morning if I don't have any Kerrygold butter, or if I don't feel like getting out of the fridge. And then right back here, this is the Swerve. This is Swerve that I use. This is the sweetener. I use the confectioners. And then this is a bag of coconut flour. You can see it's pretty full because I don't use it that often. And here's my almond flour. This is like my keto hutch back here. I use this brand. This is just one that I prefer. Anthony's. I get it right off Amazon. The local shops around me don't have big bags. This is premium blanched almond flour, gluten-free, vegan, and on the back it literally says blanched almonds. There's nothing else in it. And then it's very finely ground, so you can make, I made keto bagels and everything with it. You guys can drop comments while I'm going over this stuff, or questions, I mean. And then I have, I got these off Amazon too because they're cheaper than the ShopRite. They have these in different flavors, Parmesan cheese crisps, and literally the only thing in them is Parmesan cheese, cow's milk, and sea salt, and that's it. These at the Swerve I get from Amazon, but they do have it in some people's local grocery stores. The Wisps, I actually get, I don't like these plain. They just don't have much of a flavor at all. So what I end up using them for is I love buffalo chicken dip. I have a banging buffalo chicken dip recipe that people beg me to make at work. If you work with me and you've tasted my buffalo chicken dip and it was amazing, drop a little chicken below. So I use the little Parmesan chips to dip the buffalo chicken. You can make your own. I have made, you shred cheese, and you just put like a mound of cheese, a mound of Parmesan cheese, a little piece of pepperoni, and a jalapeno, and you bake it in the oven. And it is so delicious. They're like, thank you, Lois, for sharing. It is so good. They're like little chips, and they have like a little spice from the jalapeno. And I get tamed jalapenos because they're not so spicy. I know my hubby likes it spicy, but I just can't take it. They are so good. I found the recipe off Pinterest. If you want to follow me on Pinterest, I am Queen for Life 6, Queen number 4 Life number 6. I have lots and lots of recipes on there that are keto friendly. I have albums. I will drop the recipe for the buffalo chicken dip here, but the problem is I tweak it myself, so maybe I should just type it out. Y'all ready for this? I'll tell you if you want to type it or write it. So the only thing that goes in my buffalo chicken dip, okay, is Frank's Red Hot sauce, 3/4 cup, a whole rotisserie chicken cut up, chopped up, sliced, 1 cup of ranch Hidden Valley dressing, or you can make your own ranch, whatever you prefer, a whole block of shredded, a whole block of, do a keto kitchen? I know, babe, I got to. Actually, maybe I'll do that with the buffalo dip. A block of cheese, I think they're like 8 ounces, whatever the normal block of cheese is. I usually do cheddar or Monterey Jack or whatever is on sale, to be honest, whatever I feel like getting. I change it up, always tastes delicious. And then a whole brick of cream cheese. I think it's like 8 ounces, the regular size one. So I do the brick of cream cheese, the brick of regular cheese, I shred it myself, and then the 3/4 cup of the Frank's Red Hot sauce and 1 cup of Hidden Valley Ranch or your own ranch dressing and 1 whole rotisserie chicken, and I pull all the meat off and chop it up, and then I just mix it together, and then you put it in the oven on 350 for like 25 minutes, and then I put it on the broiler. I put the broiler on for maybe like 2-3 minutes, just enough to get it like brown on the top because it gives that nice nutty flavor, and that's it. That's all that's in it. It's delicious. I don't use no, if you use canned chicken, you better not say it's my recipe because that's disgusting. I don't know. I can't with any kind of canned meat. I don't do tuna. No, I can't do it. So now that I have given you all those tips, I appreciate all the love. Like I've said before, please share this out. I love reaching new people and helping as many keto people as I can. If you're not keto yet and you need help, let me know. I have an amazing keto community that I am in. I can add you. There's tons and tons of recipes. There's spam. Ooh, I don't eat canned meat. Won't do it. There's tons of recipes. There is an actual, a basic keto meal plan. There's all kinds of stuff in there. I can tag you in, whatever you would like. So if you want in the keto community that you're not in already, just drop keto community or something that sounds like that, and I will get you in. Or how about just message me? All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you so much for your time and watching me. I appreciate you all. Bye.